I'm your host, Logan23. You're joining me for Vampire Girl 2, Chapter 7. While you stare back at Varus, the ancient Fey air druid, you know precisely one thing to be true. As far as your first impressions go, yours has been truly terrible. Yami flutters back to your shoulder and out of reach of Zera, the spirit of air. Um, did I do something wrong? Zera is ancient, wise, and very proper. A bit of a stick in the mud, really. Smile plays at the corners of his lips as his owl flutters up to land on his outstretched forearm, mindful of her vicious talons. She's beautiful. It will be interesting to see how your Yami does with her. His eyes falls on your dragon as Yami chitters at the sound of his name. Wait, you can see him? I was just about to ask. Varus nods, lifting his arm. Zera takes to the sky again, circling the cavern before finding a place to roost on the craggy walls of the massive tree. He has revealed himself to me. And to Zera, he likely senses that we mean no harm. It is critical that he show himself at the presenting this evening. I don't know if he will. He seems frightened of people, mostly. That is why you must train. You will grow stronger together, bolder. He hops back to the rocks where he meditated, glancing back over his shoulder at you. I will teach you how to harness and control your powers, and how to wield your spirit for the greatest good. Are you ready, Ori? To study magic? What's the catch? Is it dangerous? I wouldn't want to hurt you or myself, for that matter. No, no. Today's lesson is important, but harmless. I guess I thought we'd start with magical theory or deep breathing exercises or something. Druid laughs at his warm musical sound, and then louder than you expected. It fills the cavern, echoes dying away as he smiles at you. There will be some meditating. Come. He gestures to the rocks before him. You make your way over to the smooth stones by the pool's edge. Now it is the time to learn how to cast a minor illusion. If you are going to return to the prince's realm in the Isle of Inferno, you will need it. Spell of illusion. Create a distraction on command? No, to hide your new appearance from unsuspecting vampires. You raise a hand to your pointed ears and grimace. He's right. The princess can't know I'm Fae, or all hell will break loose. This is a spell our youngest Fae learn as children, almost as a game. It should not take you long to master. You nod, crossing your legs under you as Varus talks about finding a spark within you. Somewhere deep inside you is an ember that can be fanned into a burning flame of your magical potential. All I feel is a leg cramp. It's hard to say how much time passes in the stillness of the cavern, but you feel no spark, no ember, no magic. Varus, are you sure I can use magic? It feels like I'm just spinning my wheels. It doesn't feel like I have any magic at all. Don't give up so quickly, Midnight Star. Yami would not have chosen you if you couldn't do this. He chose only you as his partner, which means you have the potential, if you say so. A bell chimes in the distance, carried on the wind to where you sit on the mountaintop. Varus stands and straightens his robes. That is all the time we have for today. You must prepare for presenting this evening. This was magical training? Are you fucking serious right now? Alright, whatever, man. Climb to your feet, stretching your aching legs and back. Varus doesn't seem to be allied with King Lucian. I think it's safe to ask him anything I want to know. And since he knows so much about magic, I bet he could help me contact Finn or better handle Asher. Actually, never mind. I just had one quick question. What do I feed Yami? Varus blinks in surprise at the question, completely caught off guard. Feed? I'm sorry, I forgot how little you know. He will eat meat. A lot of it. He hasn't eaten anything yet. Glance at the baby dragon as he rests around your neck, but he seems to be peaceful and content. As his spirit, he needed very little. In fact, he may have forgotten about food altogether. But now that he has taken physical form, he will run out of energy quite soon. And that's when he'll get the munchies. I get it. Thank you, Varus. He also likes when you stroke his spines. Run your finger down the dragon's back, rustling the tiny spines and lines, and he purrs in his sleep. Will you be at the presenting? Yes, I'll be there, and Zara will be with me. Just to triple check, I won't have to trust, will I? Once more, the druid looks baffled. You realize he was asleep, so probably missed the whole gossip about what happened when you were presented to the seven princes. Why would you have to undress for presentation? It's best not to ask. When you return to the Air Tribe room, Madrid informs you that the presenting will occur at the Crystal Palace. You are whisked back to the castle in the caverns on a griffin back and rushed to your castle bedroom to get dressed. I think I should go with simple clothes. What the f is this? What is this? What is... Okay, first of all, where's my black outfit? I mean, that's pretty. Hold on, let me see that. Hey, look, I'm like Pixelberry. The thing works. I always have to jab. That's not bad. Kind of reminds me of Druids in World of Warcraft. That one's pretty. I'll go with that, though. Simple clothes. I'd rather be comfortable if I'm going to face that many people. What do you think, Yami? Yami chirps and crawls on your bed, exploring the new blankets beneath his little clawed feet. There's a knock at your door when you open, and Asher stands in the hallway. Oh, look, you remembered how to knock. I'm never going to live that down, am I? Hey, you look nice. Now that you mention it... No, never, perv. Really, never? Nope, and apparently I'm a fae, so I could probably hold a grudge for eternity. Asher sighs dramatically and leans against the doorframe. You wound me. It's probably about time someone did. You scoop Yami up and place him on your shoulder. Asher opens the door, gesturing to the hallway with one arm. Your people await. It's time to show them that the Midnight Star has returned. What happens if Yami doesn't show himself? Asher offers his arm and gives you a grim smile. Best hope we don't find out. Uh, you brings you. You brings you. Okay. So the castle's ballroom and rundown hall has been transformed into something out of a fairy tale. No longer a crumbling, forgotten ruin, it shines with floating lights and shimmering fabrics as the Fae from every tribe gather. The smell of honey and spice fills the air, and Yami immediately takes notice of the Fire Tribe's table of roasted meat. There will be time for food soon, I promise. The ballroom is filled with Fae, all dressed in the colors of their tribes. They are just as diverse as humans. Some are fair-skinned, some have darker complexions, and they range in height and weight as much as they do in tribe. Each of the 4 tribes have sent representatives for the presenting. The 4 air tribes, or Fae tribes. Air, fire, water, earth. That's actually a really good question. Actually, one of which is, well, who am I representing? And then also, why are there only 4 tribes with 5 spirits? Actually, I'm going to go with that one. Yami isn't like the other spirits. Just like you aren't like the other druids. You can consider yourself a cut above the rest. You have a very special position in this world, and your people are eager to see you shine. So no pressure, then. He laughs and raises your hand to press a soft kiss to your knuckles. Good luck, princess. As Asher leaves you to stand with his father at a far wall, away from the crowds of Fae, Madrid strides towards you. She smiles warmly at you as she leads you to the front of the ballroom. I present to you Princess Ari of the High Fae, returned to us at last. A hush falls over the crowd as they stare at you. Madrid continues, calling out to all those gathered. She has been chosen, and through her blood the wild ones have awoken. The spirits are with us again. She raises her arms, shooting you with one more smile, brimming with pride, before addressing the crowd once more. Raise your voices, Fae of the Four Tribes, and greet your future queen. For a moment, there's silence. Then the Fae erupt in angry shouts. Some condemn you for your human blood, questioning your right to lead. Others cry that you commune with vampires and are false, no more than a cruel trick somehow sent by the demons. Why are they so angry? They're getting closer, and I don't like the looks in their eyes. Didn't they hear about Varus waking? Where is he? The stakes are high. I should do nothing. You shrink back from the hostile crowd, stunned by the vitriol they spew at you. Why is this happening? Madrid is at a loss for words, and as your eyes find Asher across the crowd, you see how worried he looks. Where's Varus? I don't know. He was supposed to be here. Yami whimpers as the Fae bicker among themselves, shrinking back into the curtain of your hair. Suddenly, the giant stone doors of the ballroom crash open. Right on cue. Perfect. Varus stands within the broad doorways with Zero perched on his arm, glaring at the gathered Fae. The crowd goes silent, and a gust of wind goes through the room as he strides forward. I have been awoken by the blood of the Midnight Star. She is High Fae, and our one true ruler. All the gathered Fae slowly turn back to you, waiting. The air is thick with anticipation. They want me to prove myself, to show that I'm destined to lead them. They want to see Yami. You gently nudge the dragon on your shoulder. Come on, Yami. Show yourself for just a moment. If you show yourself, I'll give you all the meat you can eat. The Fae are afraid to believe in you. You have to show them you're here. That's all they need. That's all I need. Yami's eyes are wide and glossy as he scans the crowd. They all lean towards you as if sensing him and yearning to be close. Then he begins climbing down your arm, and you stretch out your hand, giving him a perfect platform to stand on. You see a shimmering glow start to materialize at his head. Yami is preparing to reveal himself. You've got this. Nothing to be afraid of. Show them your stuff, Yami.
What does it matter? Who cares if this whelp is High Fae or the Midnight Star?
A Fey man's harsh voice booms through the ballroom, startling Yami back up your arm and into the curtain of your hair. He stands in the doorway, a towering figure. Every inch of him is muscled and intimidating. Wait, there's something about him. I think he's someone you've met before, actually. Wait, no, that's not it. What I'm sensing is that he's another druid, someone with a connection to the spirits, like me.
The High Fae failed us before, and this one will fail us again. Can't you see?
Orin, please. You're the fire druid. Can you not merely... Orin sneers at Varus, glancing over the other druids as if to study him.
Who led us during the final stand? Who lost the battle against after battle to the vampires?
He turns his gaze on you, his dark eyes burning with rage.
It was the High Fae and the Midnight Star. They are who failed us.
Madrid steps between you and the newcomer. Orin, stop this, please. For a moment his face softens, then he looks away to the gathered crowd.
I didn't sleep for over a decade just to wake up to a world like this, one where my people remain slaves to the vampire. I will lead my own war against the demons. Who is with me?
The crowd begins to murmur their agreement, and you can feel their faith in you slipping away. A few of them cry out that they'll join Orin, shouting their support. You are reminded of how they see druids as gods. Fae tribes are going to turn on me. Oh, Orin, the Madrid is her weakness. Or his weakness, sorry. Madrid, do something, please. Madrid nods and turns to the crowd, shouting over their murmurs and cries. The Midnight Star has returned to us, and this is how you treat her. Where is your faith? Where is your loyalty? The crowd begins to murmur, embarrassed and caught off guard.
Do not listen to her. Loyalty must be earned, and the high faith failed you. Follow me to a new era for our people.
With a few words, he begins to draw them away from you again, rallying them behind his cause. This isn't working. I'm going to lose them. They trust Orin more than they know me. Another voice joins the disdain. Soft and cold as a lake in the winter, it breezes through the room, and icy gasp sends chills through the crowd. I will join you, Orin. A fey woman with elaborate tattoo saunters onto the ballroom, her long gown rippling behind her. You'll need my support as a water druid. No? A vivid blue serpent is coiled around her arm, slithering along the slender limb like running water. Wadu. Metzi. We have been awoken. What need is there for the Midnight Star? We are masters and fully realized druids. We know our spirits and our power. There's no reason we should take orders from a child. Again, Madrid steps protectively in front of you, staring them down as if her gown was armor. What are they going to do to me? Metzi, this is not our way. The serpent snaps at the air druid, and Metzi chuckles, patting her snake on the head. Pretty sure an owl beats a snake, I'm just saying. Not now, little one. Where are manners? This foolish man doesn't deserve such hate. Walks past Varus to stand beside Orin, and turns to address the crowd. We will keep the Midnight Star safe, but she is no leader. Metzi is ignorant. She doesn't know me or what I've done since arriving in this world. I need to tell her she doesn't know the full story. You start to speak up, but the voice of the air druid booms out first. Yami is the one who binds us together. He is life, he is death, he is all things. You know this, Metzi. You know that the Midnight Star, the one bound to Yami, is destined to lead us. I'm starting to see why the Air Tribe adores Eris. He cares so much for the balance. Metzi simply laughs, shaking her head as she turns her piercing gaze on you. The dragon is weak. The Yami we know died when the last of the High Fae did. The girl can't even prove that she has him. For all we know, Yami was reborn as a useless tadpole. She wants me to summon Yami, but I can't. I have to bluff. Look, Yami doesn't feel like being seen right now. What do you want from me? I'm gonna do fine as a leader. I made sure the people of Stonehill were safe when the Fae invaded. Judging me just because I won't force Yami to...
She can't even control him. Take heed, girl. If you do not tame your spirit, it will tame you.
Turns back to the crowd and whispers to a ruby necklace pulled out from behind his beard. The necklace begins to glow, and a bright light bursts from its with a roar of flames. Whoa. A large bird takes form from the flames, flying above or around the ballroom before landing on Orin's outstretched arm. A phoenix.
I am Orin, druid of fire and partner to Riku the Phoenix.
Metzi lifts her arms, and her serpent spits and hisses, arching its head ready to strike. I am Metzi, druid of water and partner to Wadu, the serpent. Join us. Tomorrow we march on the demons. Before you can say a word, the fake crowd roars with rage and bloodlust. The gust of wind shoots through them, knocking men and women to their feet. What does Liana think of this? You are but 2 of 5. Of course. There's still an Earth Druid. Where is she? Actually, do I even want to meet her? Depends who she is. If this is Liana person is anything like Orin or Metzi, I'm not so sure. Yes, but she could be like Varus. Well, Orin merely shrugs, and Metzi likewise has no answer.
I've no news of Liana, nor do I see her here. Clearly she was more clever than I and chose not to honor this charade with her presence.
You look at the door, hoping for one more druid eager to make a dramatic, well-timed entrance. Yeah, well, you're also missing two, technically, Liana and whoever the fifth one is. No one comes. Is she out there somewhere? Did Orin do something to her to avoid more of a fight? The Midnight Star has faded to unite the four tribes. She will bring peace between us and the demons.
How can you speak of peace when my own sister is a slave to the vampires? We cannot make peace with monsters.
He points at Asher, his gaze furious and burning.
Why does this vile creature still live?
But you don't point at King Lucian, who would probably strike you down without even a moment's notice if you did point at him. Varus falters, and Orin stiffens his glare. Asher winces as the feast speaks.
No matter, I can rectify that myself.
He turns towards Asher, and his entire body glows with a wicked, crackling aura. The memory of the burned, twisted corpse in King Lucian's crypt suddenly overtakes your senses. Demon prince or not, the blaze will destroy him. No, it won't. Hesitate. He paused, frozen in fear, as Orin throws his arms forward, flinging Riku at Prince Asher. The phoenix becomes a blazing streak of flame, burning bright as the sun. Ah! He takes the hit directly, vanishing in a flash of white, hot light. The heat feels searing, even from where you're standing. Asher! You squeeze your eyes shut and drop to the floor, screaming a piercing cry. When you open your eyes a second later, you realize with a start that Asher is unharmed. Mostly. Ari, it's okay, I'm alright. When you failed to move, Varus must have stepped in. You see him standing in front of Asher, fending off the flames with a burst of cool air. I'm so glad he's okay. If it weren't for Varus, Asher would be toast. You dare to fight here, Orin? In the Crystal Palace? Where is your honor? I am curious where the King Lucian is! Is he standing there just watching? You can still feel the distant heat of the flames as they ripple and flare against the wall.
Where is your honor, Varus? You side with our killers, our slayers, vampires! If you would pick the Midnight Star and our demons over your own kind, I might as well call you my foe.
Blazing aura burns bright, and you see him ready for another attack. Riku's feathers seem to glow with power. You shouldn't fight amongst yourselves. I thought you wanted to help your people, not burn them alive. Orin snarls, but the flames die down before they can threaten to overwhelm Varus.
You are a fool, Varus. You long for peace, but side with bloodthirsty conquerors.
They want peace, Orin. They came here in good faith. Orin sweeps the crowd once more with his stern gaze.
Mark my words, there will be war. Each of you has a question to answer. Which side will you be on?
Can't take you seriously with your bald head and really long beard. I'm just here. Oh, I'm sorry, Dark. I'm serious. His eyes find Madrid, and he speaks to her directly. The two are such polar opposites, you wonder how they ever knew each other.
Will you join us, my love?
Orin. Did he say love? I mean, who didn't see that one coming? Without further ado, thanks for joining me. Looks like I had muted the music the whole time. I'm sorry about that. Really nothing new, but without further ado, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down description below. Links to social media, Discord, and a few links to support me and my content. So without further pretense, we're about the third way through. Now we gotta jump on chapter 8. I don't want to overwhelm everyone. So I'll probably go up to about maybe chapter 10-ish. today, and then I will work on the rest Friday and Saturday. I will probably start Vampire Girl 3 by Sunday, and let me check on one thing. Then also on Tuesday, for you guys watching, The Walking Dead final season, final episode is coming out, and it will be on my Twitch channel. So if you want to follow that, link is down in the description below. And without further ado, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.